you're going to come in and buy a home in the Midtown area, they'll give you a $20,000 forgivable loan toward the purchase of a primary residence.
What is that forgivable loan? What does that mean? You don't have to pay it back?
You don't have to pay it back, as long as you stay in the house for a certain period of time.
Yeah, but they're going to jack you on taxes, though. You can believe that.
Yeah, they're going to jack you on those taxes, man. But also existing homeowners, they'll give you $5,000 for exterior improvements and projects of $10,000 or more. This is in Midtown Detroit.
So they're actively trying to bring people back in and.
Well, what they're doing, you got people coming in. They work here. They work in the medical center. They work They work in the Henry Ford Health System. They work at Wayne State University, but they don't live here. They live out in the suburbs.
So they're like the upper middle class, perhaps.
Yeah, they got the jobs, the upper middle class, and what they're trying to do basically is buy people that work to live back in the city, and it's a good idea because you live close to your job. You'll be able to walk to work, from where you live, and to the cultural centers and everything. Plus, you get $25,000 in your pocket that they're giving you.
Hopefully, spend your money here.
Yeah,
Stop taking it out to the burbs.
Yeah, because when they come back, then stores are going to come back and et cetera to get the money that they're bringing back. And this same.
How Clete, you said you had a business there, right? How's your business coming along?
It's slow right now. During the summer, my business slows. I sell hubcaps and wheels and floor mats and things like that. So,
like auto accessories?
Yeah, auto accessories. So I hit a lot of I hit a lot of car dealers, belt tires, those type people, any tire stores. But with the down economy, it's still doing okay.
I tell you what, he's going to get a lot of hubcaps and them caps in the middle of the rims and everything for the low, man, because that's a big market here. Yep. You can't park a car, they don't pop your caps.
That's true.
Start selling some 22s.
Yeah, exactly.
Get some 22s or get you some of them crazy 30s.
Yeah, that's a great business to be in,
Man, there's some big places around here to do that already. That ain't one thing I want to get into.
Right, yeah, you don't want to be receiving stolen property and stuff like that, but at the same time, man, I'm telling you that you're going to get a lot of offers.
In Club,
Yep.
Yeah, you're going to get a lot of offers. But this is Urban Revolution at Revolution Radio, freedomslips.com. The call-in number is 347-688-2902. We're listener-supported radio, and we would appreciate it if you hit the donate button and give a couple dollars, to keep us on the air and everything. Help out with good non-sponsored radio. We're not sponsored by any of the big companies and any other corporations and all that, so we can speak freely.
Except we don't use bad language.
And tell you what's going on. We try not to use bad language on the radio, but when I'm off the radio, I'm free to do my thing.
Bad language.
Yeah, bad.
Well,
language.
That's all right. You got Clete there; he'll straighten you out.
Yeah. Especially he's a Jesus man, so he don't want to hear it. He'll wash my mouth out with soap.
Dang, man, what's up?
Soft soap, though.
It works with my kids. One Iam.
I beg your pardon?
I said it works with my kids. They know after the second warning they don't stop. I put a little drop of dish soap on my finger and rub it around their tongue and their teeth, and that's a sure cure, man. They get that once, and they remember what it's like, and it stops.
I just got a visual of
Oh, yeah. I give a couple of warnings, I give a couple of warnings, but after that, boy, no. And look at who's talking, right?
Right. Right, especially the way you do it on the radio. Yeah, you go on one of them rants, man. That's it.
I do pretty well now. I do well.
Right.
The F word is mostly gone away, and I mean, you always got bullshit, so that's the word I replace it with.
Right. Yeah. Okay, well, let me tell you, also downtown Detroit, they're doing the same thing, but it's different companies. You know, it literally pays to live downtown Detroit. So if you work at Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, if you work at CompuWare, if you work at the DTE, which is the energy company, Quicken Loans, or Strategic Staffing Solutions, they'll do the same thing. You know, they'll give you $20,000 for giving them a loan to buy a house and come into Detroit. You know, they're going to give you $2,500 if you rent a place, another $1,000 the second year. You know, they're giving existing renters $1,000 to stay. You know, so basically, if you come in, you're going to get paid. You know, and you're going to be living near work. You're not going to have to drive as far. You're going to save on gas. You're going to save on wear and tear on your car.
Yeah, so it might equal out that way, you know.
Yeah, you know, it sounds good and everything. And also, the mayor of Detroit is pushing the police to live in Detroit. You know, because 53% of the Detroit police officers, they commute to work from the suburbs. You know, so Dave Bean is buying houses in the more affluent neighborhoods, and he's going to put like $140,000 of the federal money that he got for the residents of the city of Detroit, $140,000 of that money into some of the houses, renovating the houses, and then he's going to give it to police that are willing to come and move back into the city of Detroit. He get those houses to them for like $1,000, basically just enough money.
What?
Basically just enough money to transfer title from the city into the police officer's hands. So basically, he can get a $200,000 house, a $200,000 house, brand new, renovated, if he'll just come and live in the city where he busts heads at.
Oh man!
Now look, we got a cop that lives in Grosse Pointe. He came last year. He came into the city, threw a flashbang grenade like into a lady's house, looking for a guy that wasn't even living there.
Nice.
And his gun went off, and it hit a little girl in the head, and the bullet came out.
Yeah, I read about that.
The bullet came out through her neck. She was dead, man, like right on the spot.
Yeah, I know that was a shame. I couldn't believe that. Yeah,
anyway, they grabbed her up, man, and ran outside with her blood all over the floor and everything, you know. And the officer, he ran outside and he told his superiors and stuff that the grandmother got up off of the sofa and started wrestling him for his gun. At 3 o'clock in the morning, out of a dead sleep, she got up off the sofa after he threw a flashbang through the window and busted the door open. And
she probably couldn't even see.
Yeah, started wrestling him for his gun and went off and hit the girl in the head. You know, and then they arrested the grandmother and had her in jail and everything behind bars. And she had just lost her granddaughter from a gunshot wound from a cop that he put it on her. You know what I'm saying?
Talk about corruption, man. This is just disgusting.
Yeah, but guess what? If that guy wants to come into the city of Detroit now and live among the people that he shoots,
he might as well just put a bullseye on himself.
And then that he busts his heads with, the mayor's going to give him a $200,000 house to move in. You know what I'm saying? Into the same community that he likes to shoot people and bust their heads.
Makes you think about all that mess, don't it?
Well, my whole problem and issue with these programs where they're taking the federal funds and everything and giving that money to suburbanites to move into the city of Detroit is that money could be used in the city of Detroit for the people of Detroit instead of giving it to suburbanites. You understand?
Or the good old boys club, because it sounds like to me.
Well, what they're doing is they're buying white residents. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're buying white working residents. Like, we're going to pay you all kind of money to come on back in and live with the Negroes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Was that cop ever charged?
Well, they still going through the court process. He's still working on the job and everything, and they still battling. You know how they never want to pay.
That's unset.
They never want to pay anything, and it'd be years in the court, man, before you even hear about it again. You know.
Well, I know, like they got here in Chesapeake in Virginia. They have the police now. They just issued all the police now. They have body cams strapped to their bodies that record continuously. So now the one thing that's good about that is, one, it records not only the person who they're talking to, or directly doing offense with, but it also records the officer's voice and actions, so that you don't have the lying and double talk that you would have in other police corruption issues.
I agree, because you have a camera there and a film or video of exactly what took place. As long as they don't turn the camera off or turn away, so that you can't see what's going on, while somebody's getting busted in the head, and it's all good,
Yep.
But like I said,
they pay like $250,000 for, I think it was like a couple of thousand units.
Yeah.
These body cams that the police are wearing.
Yeah, that's kind of like the military wears those things too, head cams and all that stuff on the helmets.
Yeah, well, they use that for training also, because they go back and review the cams and see, if an incident occurred and what was the outcome, lessons learned, etc.
Yeah. They also like to put those cams on their smart bombs so that they can watch the bomb go all the way down and see how many people it blows to pieces.
Plus the guy in the head.
How many did I get that time? You know what I'm saying?
I bet you didn't get it. Bet you didn't get away that time. There he is. I see him at the window.
These guys are something else, man. But like I was saying, man, as far as these programs that they got, where the power structure and the mayor, is taking the federal funds that were given to the city and paying it out to suburbanites to come back in, I don't like the programs, man, because we can use the money here in the city for the people that's already in the city that's been doing all the suffering, man. You know what I'm saying?
Like instead of trying to, bolster, the betterment of the community, they're trying to just relocate people into the community and change the entire community.
Yeah, and not only that, when you start paying that kind of money, like $200,000 for a person, or you're giving a person $20,000 to come in and another $5,000 the next year and all that kind of stuff, then those people they start to have a premium to the administration. And to the public safety people, like, these are the people we want, these are the people we paid for to get here, and they're going to, get more protection, more service, more everything.
These are our employees.
These are our employees, and these are our premium people. These are the ones we want. Meanwhile,
our preferred people.
Yeah, they're the preferred people, and you can kind of look over the Negroes.
Yeah,
gentlemen, you have a caller. Area code 313, you're on the air live on Revolution Radio with One Iam and Clyde.
Hello? 313?
The caller dropped somehow. 313, if that was an accidental drop, feel free to call back in and we'll get you right in.
Okay. Yeah.
They might have accidentally hit the wrong... Well, that was a phone call, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was from a phone. So we got them in there, and then they fell out. I mean, we've had a few. Here they come back.
Yeah, so I'll pop up for a minute.
Area code 313. You're on live on Revolution Radio with One Iam and Clyde.
Hi. Hi, how are you today? I just wanted to ask a question. I think his name is Clete.
Yes.
If you had your choice of moving anywhere else, where would you go? What would be the next city that you would actually want to move to, and why?
Well, I've always told my wife I want to live in Alaska someday, just because it's cold. Barrow, Alaska during the summer stays about 40 is the high.
Okay. You want to get next to Sarah Palin, huh?
Actually, no.